Hi everyone, before we begin, make sure that you guys subscribe to our channel, make sure you click that like button, and please make sure that you check out our Patreon page. Every little bit helps you guys so that we can continue to provide you with high quality videos and of course new and exciting things. Alright, let's get started. Hi everyone, thanks so much for coming to watch this video. Today I'm going to show you how to make these candy popsicles, and what I mean is that they're only made of water and melted candy in them, and they turn out awesome. So just before we get started, one warning, or I should say two, please make sure that you have adult supervision as we will be melting candy in the microwave, and please ensure that what you use in the microwave does have a handle so that you don't burn your hands on the dish. I'm going to be making my popsicles using Jolly Ranchers, Skittles, cotton candy, and Warheads. So yummy. And this is what I have to make my popsicles. The first two popsicles I'll be making is going to be made out of cotton candy, and did you know that I've never bought this bucket before, so I'm really curious as to how this tastes. I absolutely love cotton candy. It's kind of hard actually. Oh, there we go. A little bit soft, they just jam it right in there, but it looks super fluffy and good, and tastes pretty good. The stuff definitely tastes like cotton candy. You'd get it at any sort of carnival or anything, so that's good. So let's see how it does with popsicles. So it's super easy, you guys. All I'm gonna do is heat up some water in the microwave, and I'm gonna melt the cotton candy in the water. Now the cool thing about this is that the steam from the water, you can see this, it immediately dissolves the cotton candy without me having even put it in the water. See how it kind of sucks it up almost? I am totally blown away by the look of this. I just love it. It's almost like it's on fire or something, and it just dissolves right away. So cool. Okay, so lots of cotton candy is going in here for two reasons. First of all, I actually just like watching it melt, and second of all, you want to make sure that your popsicle has enough sugar in it to make sure that it doesn't turn into a big ice cube. So if there's not enough sugar, it'll be really rock hard, and if there's enough sugar, it'll end up being a little bit soft, which I actually prefer for my popsicles. I don't like them being super hard. And also, depending on your popsicles, you don't need this much water. You can probably use about half a cup per popsicle that I was making. Once all the cotton candy is stirred up and melted, you carefully pour it in, and right now we're going to move on to the next color, which is pink, and I believe it's cotton candy in this case. The flavors are on the bucket, and you're just going to do the same thing where you're going to put a lot of your candy, and again, I put more than I probably needed, but I wanted to make sure that the flavor really came through. And again, to me, there's nothing worse than having a popsicle that's super hard like an ice cube, so I wanted to make sure that it was nice and soft. So carefully pour it in there, and then you're going to put your little popsicle lids on, and we're going to move on to the next candy. Okay, so to make the Jolly Rancher one, this is where we are going to use the microwave, and this is where it gets hot, so just make sure that you have a proper microwavable dish. If you have one like mine, that would be perfect with the handle, and you still want to be careful with the handle, you never know, and also you could also spill it, so you want to make sure that you're super careful. I am going to use a cup of water with 6 Jolly Ranchers. You could always use half a cup of water and 3 Jolly Ranchers, and it came out with a very good taste, so I recommend that ratio. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to microwave it every 30 seconds and stirring it a lot, because sometimes you'll microwave it and you just need to give it a really good stir and it melts eventually. So, you know, go easy on the microwave so that you don't get such a hot dish, and a little bit more stirring. Once I was done with the microwave, I let it cool down for about at least 5 minutes, I would say, just so I'm not dealing with boiling hot melted candy water. So you want to make sure that you're putting yourself in a really safe position. So carefully pouring it in there, and it already smells so good. So this is the green apple flavor, and there's my little popsicle lid handle, and now I'm going to make grape. So same idea, a cup of water, and the water temperature right now doesn't matter, and I'm going to put 6 of these delicious grape, and I know a lot of people don't like grape Jolly Ranchers, but the Popsicles really do turn out quite tasty. So 6 Jolly Ranchers in there. There we go, melted and cooled off and ready to go. So just carefully pour it in there. Oh, it's gonna be so good, you guys. And then put your popsicle handle on. Okay, so Skittles, and I'm using these yellow Skittles, which is in this super cute double bubble dispenser, I should say, and I just had to show you guys this because it's just so cute. So it used to have gumballs, but now I refilled it with Skittles. I'm going to show you the technique of the coffee grinder. So fun. Look how easily these Skittles grind up, and it turns into a powder. I am totally blown away by this techniques, the things that you can make with this, so amazing. So I always hold it for a little bit extra just to make sure that all the chunkies are gone, and this is as easy as just scooping it into your warm water. So I do have some warm water ready to go, and I'm just gonna scoop some of those powdered Skittles in there, and that's all you have to do for your popsicle. And again, as you can see, I put tons in because not only do I love Skittles, I want to make sure that the popsicles really taste like Skittles. Alright, so the lemon Skittle popsicle is complete, and now we're going to move on to the red Skittles. So I already have prepared this stuff, and we're just going to stir it up in our warm water and carefully pour it in. Okay, and the fourth popsicles, or I should say the fourth candy I am using to make the last 2 popsicles is Warheads. And if you've never tried Warheads, they are extremely sour, and the cool thing is that the popsicles, after they're frozen and everything, still taste super sour. So if you love Warheads, you guys should definitely make these popsicles. And yeah, so we're going to use this blue raspberry again, and now I'm going to do black cherry, and then we're going to be totally complete our popsicles, and I'll pop it in the freezer. So when you melt the airheads, it is similar to the Jolly Ranchers, so microwave it every 3 seconds and lots of stirring. And just remember that as you approach the completely melted phase, you can always do 20 or 10 seconds just so it doesn't boil over. Okay, and we are totally ready to put this in the freezer, and I'm really excited to show you guys how it turns out. So I put these in overnight just to make sure that they froze completely, and then when I took them out, I left them on the counter for about 20 minutes, which may have been a bit too long. As you can see, it's melting, but I am so happy with this. So this is our blue cotton candy popsicle, and I'm tasting it right now, and it's so good. And the best part is that I'm really happy with the flavor. It's nice and strong. It doesn't taste like water. It tastes really like cotton candy. And here we have the pink flavor. I'm trying it. And same thing, it's so tasty, you guys, and the best part is that I can bite it. So yeah, maybe it's a little bit too soft, but I actually prefer it that way. And I love the fact that you can just bite it. It's not like this rock hard ice cube, and it tastes so good. I could just gobble the whole thing up. So the next thing I'm gonna try is the green apple Jolly Rancher, and I think this might be my favorite. When I tried it, it almost completely blew my mind. It was so good. And now the grape popsicle, and for all those people that don't like grape Jolly Ranchers, you have to try the popsicle version, because with a little bit of water, it's not as intense, not as sweet, and it actually tastes like a grape popsicle. So super enjoyable, super tasty. I obviously took a bite because it's so good, and all I can think about is the fact that there's like 3 to 4 Jolly Ranchers in that popsicle, and that would be why. It's so yummy. Let's move on to the red Skittles one, and not only does it look amazing, but this is going to taste so good. So you just can't go wrong with Skittles, and this is the classic red Skittle flavor, and it's just so yummy. I'm probably chewing it all up. Yep, I ate a lot of it because it's so good. Yum, yum, yum. And moving on to the Skittles lemon flavor. And what I like about the Skittle popsicles actually is the fact that the popsicles are a little bit more opaque, so they're not quite see-through. They just have this super vibrant color. And normally yellow popsicles are a little bit see-through, but this looks amazing. Love it. So tasty. Okay, moving on to our last two, which are the Warheads. Now I have to admit I'm not a super duper fan of Warheads, so when I taste this, I taste an extreme sour power, but people who obviously like Warheads like that, so these popsicles are for you. And moving on to our 8th popsicle, this is the Black Cherry Airhead, and yes, it is super sour. So I actually find it kind of neat that the sour came through, and I mean, of course it would, I guess, but either way, very, very, very cool. All in all, I am very happy with how these popsicles turned out. I highly recommend them. They're super easy and super tasty, you guys, so you should definitely try them. Please comment below which your favorite one is, or if you do make the popsicles yourself, feel free to comment on what candy you used as well. Anyways, make sure that you guys comment, like, share, subscribe. We're shooting for that 100,000 subscribers, so hopefully we get that soon. And make sure that you guys always come back to watch our videos. Thanks everyone. Bye.